Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again with another video, man. Peace, love, and abundance, and as always, I appreciate you guys for tapping into the channel. If you need to speak with me, I do one-on-one consultations. I'll leave my link in my description. Make sure you guys follow me on all my socials and smash that like button. So, I don't know what the title of this video is gonna be. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But I know I want to get this message out, and I want to speak to you guys on this because you have awakened to something greater than yourself. And you might not know it, you might not know what it is, but you feel it. You see, you have a great power inside of you. A lot of folks don't know this. A lot of folks don't know the power that they have within. This is why you always hear me talk about this topic, in my videos of going within, finding self, meditation, everything dealing with self, so that you can tap into that power. A lot of you guys were born into this. You were activated at a young age. This is why information, it flowed to you easily. You had an open mind to receive already because you was already programmed to be that way. You tell some people about something outlandish, right? And they'll dismiss it because it doesn't fit in what they were told and what they were taught all their life. But you, on the other hand, somebody can tell you something outrageous, something about the metaphysical, and you'll question it, but you also do your research. You don't just dismiss it right away. And that's where wisdom comes in. See, a lot of us, we've done this before. We're hell divers, right? We crashed down in our pod and we're here. We're here to try to help out and raise the vibration. It's a lot of lost souls here. You came back here to help those people so that they can activate and wake up to their true self. You see, as soon as you get here, you got to deal with parasites and bots, robots and parasites. As soon as you get down, it's a spiritual battle down here. As soon as you get down here, man, everything is just beating at you, beating at your aura, beating at your spirit, trying to change you, trying to mold you, trying to get you away from yourself. This is why a lot of us were isolated at a young age. A lot of us, we fit in with people, but we didn't fit in. I was the type of person that I could get along with people. I was pretty popular. I did sports and things like that. So I had friends, and just the way that I thought when I was alone by myself, the type of things I would think about and question, I couldn't let everybody else know that. I had to keep that to myself. So I always felt isolated. And I'm sure you guys felt that way too. You let me know in the comment section, if you felt isolated all your life. Like you couldn't show certain parts of yourself to people, right? It's for a reason, man, because you didn't come here to fit in. You're already wired different. You're wired different. Your program is different. You see, we are activating. You're not crazy. You're activated. This is why people don't understand you. One thing you have to understand about yourself is that you can overcome anything in your life once you start to know what you have inside. Once you tap into that power, that energy. Most of the world is programmed for them to find happiness and to fill that void inside. They have to search out here. I gotta search. I gotta job search. I gotta find love. I gotta do all these things. I gotta get a nice car, a nice house. I gotta get money. I gotta do all these things to try to bring happiness and fill that void inside. I gotta go obtain it out here to bring it back in here. But when you awaken, when you tap into yourself, when you have that self-awareness, you start to realize, nah, it's the opposite. I gotta go within myself and light that fire within so that my reality can reflect that. It's like if you go into a dark room and you light a beacon, you light a a torch, or you turn a light on and the whole room lights up. That's what you're doing. That's what we have to do. You got to activate yourself so that everything lights up. And then you can see. You know where you need to go. You know what you need to do. Right? Meanwhile, everybody else is searching for that light outside themselves. You're not going to find the light outside. Everything was created within the darkness. It tells you that in the Bible, right? There was darkness. God said, let there be light. And that's when everything came into fruition. Everything came into existence. But the first thing that existed was darkness. When you close your eyes, you're going back into darkness. You know, whatever your faith is or religion is, when you pray, you close your eyes, right? It's the same thing. You're going back into darkness to speak to the source that's within you. We all have that source within us. You see, that's that connection. That's that spark, our soul, that flame, that peace of the Most High, the peace of source. You know, if you watch Transformers, Optimus Prime has the creation matrix inside of him, which gives him his power and wisdom. You know, it's that spark. And we all have the same thing. Everything that you've learned, everything that you've done up until this point happened for a reason. It was the path you had to take to activate yourself. You know, when I was going through my growing pains, going through my traumas, I thought life was ending. You know, it was the worst thing that ever happened to me. But looking back now, I realized these things is what made me who I am. It was certain paths I had to take and certain things I had to experience to, boom, open up doorways inside of me. You get me? And we all have to go through that. But just look at your life and look at everything you overcame, right? Even when you was at your lowest, when you was at rock bottom, you overcame that. And what does that tell you? Where does that courage, what does that power come from for you to overcome something when all the odds are against you? Everything is against you. You're destined to fail, right? When society has predetermined you to fail, how do you sidestep that and become successful? That comes from within inside of you. That comes from within. Dog, I'm telling you, there's nothing outside of here. There's nothing outside here that's going to give you that type of power and that type of courage. So that right there should tell you that you're something greater than what you've been told. You know, you're not from here. Your soul is from a whole different source. The Most High, the source. That's where that power comes from. You see? And when you notice this, you can accomplish anything in this life. There's nothing that's impossible. You know how many times I've been beat down in my life and I thought that I could never get out of this situation? Or I thought that this was the end. I thought that I couldn't accomplish something, you know, based off what other people told me. But it wasn't until I started believing in myself, and every time I did believe in myself, I always proved them wrong. I was always able to come out on top. You see, I got some homework for y'all, man. I want you to sit down and write, get you a journal, and just write out all the times that you overcame something in your life. All the times where you thought you couldn't make it, but yet somehow you had that energy, you had the strength to overcome. Right? And I want you to count. I'm sure it's probably going to be a crazy number. But I want you to awaken this thought in your mind so that you can realize that the power is within you. And the reason why you have this power within you is because when we came back down here, like I said, we're hell divers. This is hell. Right? And if you don't believe me, look at everything we have to deal with every single day. From the time you wake, not even from the time you wake up, from the time you're born, you're already being programmed. Right? You're already being molded. And then on top of that, just now, you got to deal with so much just to take care of yourself, just to keep your mental health straight, you know, to keep your relationships cool, to survive. You got to pay all these bills. You got to pay for things that should be free. FREE, free. You know, it's so many things we got to deal with just to make it through this day. And you got to repeat that cycle every single day until you pass over. Right? Don't get me wrong, life is a beautiful thing, but life is only beautiful when you make it beautiful. And the way that life is designed, it's not meant for us to be happy. You know, the only way you're going to be happy and live the life that you want is when you conjure up that power and energy within you. Something else, that's something totally different from what you can receive here in this world. Right? If you leave it up to life to guide you and to give you a happy reality, right? It's going to drag you through the mud. It's going to drag you through the mud because life ain't as beautiful. It's not beautiful by itself. We make it beautiful by the energy that we give it. Look at all these people that accomplished their goals when it seemed impossible. How did they do that? It's that energy within, right? So when you start realizing these things, you'll start to sit back and say, wait a minute, I'm in control of this, you know? But there's entities out there that want to make me feel powerless, make me feel like I don't have no say-so in this life. And you do. That's how they take your power away from you, by making you feel like you got to conform and be a bot and just follow what everybody else is doing. No, you need to follow yourself, follow your heart, follow your purpose. You feel me? This is like a simulation, dog. You can create what you want. You have that power to manifest what you want. You know what I'm saying? And if you keep listening to other people and let other people put you in a box and tell you that, you know, you got to do this, you got to do that, instead of listening to the Most High within you that's telling you to do this, then you're never going to reach your full potential. It's always going to be somebody pulling the strings in your life. All right? I want y'all to hear me clearly, man, because this is serious. Because there's a lot of folks out there that's on their last leg. You know, RIP to all the people that couldn't take the pressure of life, so they found an exit strategy. You know, it's a tough situation, but this is why you gotta listen to yourself. You let other people dictate what you can or cannot do, man, it's gonna lead you to depression. It's gonna lead you to all type of dis-ease, not being satisfied with yourself, not being happy with yourself. You look on social media, everybody telling you you gotta get all this money to be happy. You know, everybody wants you to get money to be happy. But ain't nobody telling you that money is just an illusion. Ain't nobody telling you that you attract what you are. Ain't nobody telling you to get right within yourself. It's just money. Money is gonna bring happiness to your life. What about all these people that do have money and they still miserable, right? They abuse substances. They do all these things to try to feel something because they're empty within. As I said before, guys, if you go out here trying to look for something to fill you up inside, it's never going to be enough because everything out here is cheap, like fast food, right? It might satisfy you for a second, but you're going to be hungry again because it has no nutritional value. You need soul food, right? Something that's going to nurture the soul. The only food that can nurture your soul comes from within yourself. Knowledge of self, love for self, self-awareness, activating that flame inside of you that's going to give you all the energy that you need, right? It's going to keep you full. It's going to keep you nurtured. It's going to keep you satisfied. All right? So that's what we need to tap into. That's what we need to activate. Hey, guys, it's starting to get warm out. You know, it's a new season coming in. So this is the time right now where we're about to see some great things. You're going to start seeing some great things in your life. A lot of folks are about to activate even more and take it to the next level. All right. So y'all stay focused, man. Keep on working on yourself. Right. Let's start getting outside in nature and soaking up this sunlight, getting this energy, man. Hey, let's get it. Let's take it to the top. With that being said, guys, if you need help, I do one-on-one consultations, like I said. Also, y'all let me know in the comment section what you thought about this video, or if you have any requests on what I should talk about next. All right. Y'all have a beautiful day, and I'm out. Peace.